What is going on, guys? It's your boy Deathgun with another Monster Hunter World video. Today I'm going to be showing you another Longsword build. This time is the Scimitar Paralyser build. A really cool sword, often overlooked, but it offers a really cool way to play with really cool diversibility in its moveset, and it makes it for a little different playstyle. First off, we have the Scimitar 3, a really cool sword, as I told you guys, giving us pretty good attack, white sharpness, a level 2 slot, sealed paralysis element, and 3 augmentation slots. Overall, an amazing weapon, guys. When it comes to our headpiece, we have the Zora Headgear B, which gives us handicraft and a level 1 slot. Overall, a really solid headpiece. For our chest, we have the Damaka's Mail B, mainly for the 3 slots. It does give us focus level 2, but it's overall mainly for the 3 slots. Now, for our arms, we have the Zora Claws B, which gives us 1 level 1 slot, 1 free element skill, which is the main reason we have this, and also for Zora Magdaros Mastery. And for our waist, we have Zora Spine B, which gives us a level 2 slot, fortify, and the last point into our Zora Mastery. For our legs, we have the Kirin Legs B, which gives us the last 2 points in our free element skill, and overall release our paralysis element. We have the Attack Charm level 3, Apothecary Mantle, and Affinity Booster. This rounds out the set so we can deal a lot more damage with the Affinity Booster, so we can land those crits, making the Zora bonus work a lot better. And the Apothecary Mantle just makes it so we can paralyze even more. Now, this build focuses around complete immobilizing your target, but there's a lot more to it, so let's take a look at the skills. We have the Zora Magdaros Mastery, which increases abnormal status effect damage, like paralysis when landing critical hits, making this build not only paralyzed, but deal more damage. Attack Boost level 4, which gives us plus 12 attack and affinity plus 5%, overall making our damage go a little higher and raising our affinity even more. We have Paralysis Attack level 3 for even more paralysis buildup. We have 30% paralysis buildup. And Free Element level 3 to get all our element out of the weapon and do as much paralysis damage as we can. We have Critical Eye level 3 for 10% more affinity. And so far we're at 25% affinity. Focus level 2 is pretty nice. It's an added bonus for our chest, but overall it helps our damage by getting our bar to fill up faster. Handicraft works really well with this build, seeing as we already have pretty good white sharpness, so this helps extend our bar a little further. Then we have Protective Polish, which keeps our weapon's sharpness for about a minute or so. Mind's Eye helps, so we always stack our paralyzing element. This works even with our basic attacks, that way they don't bounce off. I'm not talking about the Spirit Helm combo. Fortify helps just in case we die, and it's just an additive with our combo. The main skills behind it are the Zora Magdaros Mastery, Paralysis Attack, and well, Free the Element. These are the main skills you want to go for. You want to max them out, and you want to make sure you take the most out of your build. Now I'm going to be showing you guys, well, the decorations or jewels, so you guys have a general idea how to fully finish off this build. We have the Sharp Jewel in our blade, an Attack Jewel in our helmet, the only Attack Jewel, 3 expert jewels in our chest. Like I told you guys, we mainly used it for the slots. Our arms have the paralyzer jewel as well as our legs, and in our waist you're going to find the Mind's Eye jewel. Now these are my personal choices. You can still switch out the Mind's Eye jewel if you'd like, but overall these are the ones I like. Now a very important part of this build is this right here, your palico. You're going to make sure you have this exact build. For your weapon, the Feline Butterfly Wand A is top of the line best when it comes to paralysis. It's an amazing new weapon added with the Spring Blossom Festival, which will help you a lot. For the rest of your build, nothing is really important. The only thing that's important is your equipment and your weapon. I already told you guys your weapon. We have armor that I really like how it looks on my palico with this specific build. Now, for your equipment, I want to recommend the Flashy Cage. The reason being is that it offers 2 really good uses. One, it might set shock traps to capture monsters, or to just, get them stunned while you hit them. Or 2, it will also put out flash traps, which will hit even tempered or elder dragons. So it's really helpful when it comes to battle. And this little guy will often paralyze monsters a lot more than you expect. Now, with that being said, I'm going to show you guys the damage when it comes to the training room. Keep in mind this build is not a damage or DPS build. It's not a speedrunner build. It's more focused around paralysis, how long you can keep your enemy or the monster you're facing paralyzed so you can keep doing damage, keep building up your paralysis. and overall have a really good balance between control and DPS, making this build one of my top builds. It's really fun, it's really helpful to take it out there with the team if they don't expect you to be running a build like this, because you'll just be paralyzing things so often, guys. Now I'm gonna be showing you guys the damage with red gauge, yellow gauge, and white gauge, as I often do in most of my videos, so you have a general idea of the damage. Keep in mind, I'm not using any demon drug or anything else to boost up the damage apart from the regular things you're going to have in your set. Now, with that being said, the damage is not that high, but when it's paired up with, as I told you guys, the paralysis, you're going to be doing a lot more damage, a lot more than usual. Alright guys, now I think I've covered pretty much everything: the armor set, the weapon, the gems or decorations, the palico gear. I've showed you guys the damage, the synergy. I've explained pretty much how it works. Now it's time to put it into action. As you're gonna see, there's a lot that goes into this, but the crowd control is incredible. Not only do you have the paralyzing element from your attacks, as you can see right here, but the palico also has paralyzing element. On top of that, he puts down the cages that work pretty much the same as a shock trap, allowing you to control the situation a lot more and deal incredible amounts of damage. Now, I'm going to be showing you several monsters so you have a general idea of how these different builds play out against different monsters. Keep in mind, some have more weaknesses to paralysis than others, but this build will catch every single monster in the game regardless of who it is, apart from Kieran of course. But you're gonna make sure everything is paralyzed as soon as you start testing this build, because it's truly amazing. What you do with it is so fun, and the addition that you can bring to a team, as I told you guys, is incredibly valuable. Now, mounting is not the part of it, but the hits that I was doing are building up the paralysis element, and after I land a couple hits here on Nergigante, as you can see, as soon as he gets up, he's gonna be paralyzed, allowing me to keep on hitting him, building up my weapon's damage even more, overall making it so it's an amazing build that deals really good damage and keeps the situation under control most of the time. Now guys, that's just you. Imagine if one of your buddies happens to run a paralyzing build. You'll keep the monsters without moving most of the battle. It's overall an amazing build for dealing damage, controlling a situation, and making sure your playstyle is a little fun, and it changes around from just damage dodging, and well, damage dodging. So it's a really fun build, one of my tops, as I told you guys. And now that you've seen everything, give me your thoughts on it. Let me know what you want me to cover. I still have a lot more longsword videos coming out. I do want to make sure I cover everything about longswords that there is to be covered. So if you guys want me to cover anything apart from that, let me know. A lot of you have been suggesting that I try out different weapons, so I'm actually giving it a thought. Here's the thing, I want to try a weapon that I actually find fun. There's three that I'm looking at right now. One, which is probably my top, is the insect glaive. Two would be dual blades. I really like dual blades. I like how they move, what you can do with them. There's things that I don't like about them, like when you do combos, sometimes you can't really move while you're stuck in the animation and stuff like that. But overall, I like how they work, the damage they can do, how fast they are, and when you turn into Naruto with the fast movements and all of that, it's overall really cool. Now guys, the last one is the charge blade. I don't really like heavy weapons because I'm kind of dumb when it comes to heavy movements and slow reactions. I like being quick with my battle style. So that's the last weapon. To do a quick recap, it's insect glaive, charge blade, and dual blades. Let me know which weapon you guys want me to start covering. I will start getting good with it, and when I finish my longsword tutorials, I'll make sure to start covering that weapon. For now, if you liked the video, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe. I would be very appreciative if you guys shared the video and let all your buddies know. We gotta make sure this community keeps on growing. For now, like I said, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time. Your boy deathgun, out.